Hello, how you guys doing today? I'm making this video. I really hope that I don't get in trouble for this, but I'm going to talk about a very, very well-known person today. I'm going to talk about Mr. Beast. Right now, he's like the #1 guy on YouTube. He has, I believe, more subscribers and views than any other person on YouTube. You could call him Mr. YouTube. He's got well over 100 million subscribers, but I used to have IBS, and I had IBS for 4 years. And in that time, I lost about 50 pounds. I was on diets, I was on supplements, I was on protocols. Nothing worked until I learned about German new medicine that a German doctor discovered on how the body really works. And most people will say, yeah, I think stress could be causing my gut issue, my digestive issue, my issues I have with my digestive tract. But with German new medicine, it's very specific, it's mapped out, it's scientifically proven with a lot of documents. There's documented proof on German medicine that it works, how it works, why it works. So I hope you've been watching all these videos. If you or anyone you know suffer from any kind of gut issue, then go ahead and watch the series that this video is in so you can learn all about German new medicine, how I healed, and how you can heal no matter what gut issue you have. But I healed completely of my IBS, and a lot of these gut issues are similar. I recommend you watch the videos in this series so you can get a good grasp on it, and also go to Learning GNM so you can learn all the details about this. And at the end of this video, I'm going to give you a couple of references that you can look up to help further your gut healing process. Because I know in these videos, I'm trying to keep them kind of short. I'm trying to just give you the basics, where there are other people on YouTube that are very thorough and very specific on how to heal your gut. And so Mr. Beast, I know he's a multi-millionaire. He's super famous. I subscribe to his channel. I love his videos. But apparently there's one big thing that Mr. Beast doesn't know that he ought to know. But living in the United States, the treatment and cure for IBS is very limited. It's either the holistic approach where you're on these bland, boring diets, or you go to the medical route and take medicine or maybe even get surgery. But according to German new medicine, someone who has Crohn's, which affects the small intestine, is a conflict shock. And so what happened to Mr. Beast is some point in his life, there was a traumatic event that happened that made him feel angry, that made him feel like he could not accept it, he could not digest it. It was indigestible anger. And so what happened was, I don't know Mr. Beast too good, so basically the fact that Mr. Beast has Crohn's, quote unquote, and has symptoms shows us that he healed. He did get into the healing phase, but one of a few things happened, because in the healing phase of Crohn's is when you get the symptoms. You don't get really any symptoms in the conflict active phase, but only in the conflict resolution phase. So a few things that are happening is because, he's had that now for a while. He's had Crohn's for a while. And so what's happening is one of a few things. He's either going and having conflict relapses. In other words, on a daily or weekly basis, there are things that are reminding Mr. Beast of the original conflict, or things that are happening to him on a daily or weekly basis that's making him feel angry, like he can't digest it. Because according to German new medicine, It's indigestible anger. You can't absorb it. You can't take it. So it's anger. Anger. You're angry. You can't accept it. And so that happens if you don't know what your body's doing and you're not on guard. You're healing. You get the symptoms, or maybe you're freaking out too. Fearing symptoms will keep you in a heightened awareness, and it'll keep you angry, and you'll continue to have symptoms. So one of a few things is happening. Either he's having conflict relapses, or he's developing tracts. And a tract is something that reminds your conscience, your psyche, of the original conflict, which triggers those feelings of anger and feelings of, I can't take this, I can't digest this. So that's another possibility with Mr. Beast. Another one that I'm almost certain that he has is a food tract. And a food tract is when you start to believe that foods, you start to blame foods for your symptoms. You're blaming foods for your Crohn's. And I heard Mr. Beast say that he's on a very special diet. He has to be to get relief. And I used to think the same thing. I was on diets too. They helped a wee little bit because I guess I was believing that the foods that I ate, the 5 foods that I ate, I believed that they were safe. My psyche accepted them as safe, so I kind of digested them, but I didn't know what was going on, and I had conflict relapses, and I was blaming food, and I was in and out of the healing phase, so I always had symptoms, and I wasn't able to make sense of it until I got the blueprint of German New Medicine. So most likely Mr. Beast is blaming foods. He's afraid to eat certain foods, probably gluten. I know, they say don't eat gluten, that causes Crohn's. Don't do dairy, So I don't know Mr. Beast. I just watch his videos. I love them. I love the guy. But that's really what's going on with him. One of those things or all of those things. He's continuing to be reminded of the conflict, shock, or he's angry. He can't digest something that's going on in his life. And that could even be the symptoms at this point. It could even be Crohn's that he can't digest, that the doctor says he has Crohn's. And of course, these food allergies. And so what does Mr. Beast have to do to heal? According to German New Medicine, according to Dr. Hammer, and according to many, many other people who have used German New Medicine to heal their chronic gut issues. Mr. Beast has to sit down and, like all of us who have a gut issue, we have to do some internal homework. We have to sit down and think about maybe what the original conflict shock was. If we can't, that's not a huge deal. Then we have to figure out what makes us emotional. Keep a journal, keep a log. What's going on a daily basis, on a weekly basis? What am I getting emotional about? What really makes me angry? What's happening that I feel like I can't digest, I can't absorb? You have to look at that because that's key. And when you find out what that is, you have to somehow come to peace with that. My thought is faith. Having faith in Jesus, reading the Word of God, the Bible, is one of the very best ways to heal of Crohn's and stay healed. Because Jesus says, don't be angry. Love your enemies. Pray for the people who hurt you. Trust in God. Don't worry about it. Don't go to bed angry. All the things that Jesus teach and having faith in Him is a perfect way to really take care of Crohn's. And I don't know if Mr. Beast is a Christian or not. There may be other ways of doing this, but for me, Christianity is like the best way. And so what you have to do is you have to figure out what's going on. You have to come to peace with it, or if there's a big conflict shock, you have to downgrade it, or you have to try to resolve it. And just know, especially if you've had Crohn's for years, you're going to get major, major, major symptoms when you resolve the conflict. You may have to go to the hospital. I hope you don't, but just expect it. But celebrate it though. Be excited. Tell yourself, these symptoms, they suck, they hurt, but it's actually a good thing because I'm healing. And if I can chill out, if I can be at peace, if I can understand this is what my body was created to do, then I'll let these symptoms pass quicker and better. And then once they pass, you can heal. But also you have to quit blaming foods. You have to get this crap out of your head. Pretend that I'm on your shoulder, me, or that Jesus is on your shoulder telling you bread is safe. I eat bread all the time. Jesus ate bread. Dairy's fine. Dairy is baby food. God said to the Israelites, I'm taking you to a land of milk and honey. Bread is the number one food eaten and talked about in the Bible. These foods are safe. The reason why when you eat them, they give you these Crohn symptoms, it's not the food, it's your perception of it. It's the fact that your psyche has made up its mind that this is poison. And so your body will not absorb it. It'll flush it out. You'll crap it out. It's all because of your psyche. But if you can believe that it's safe, that you're not allergic to energy and nutrients, tell yourself, I can digest this. I can eat this. This food is safe. This food is safe. I'm not allergic to energy and nutrients. That's what I did. I told myself that again and again and again and again. And then one day, about a week after learning this, I went out to eat. I had gluten and dairy. I had 3 pieces of pizza, and I had a big ice cream cone, and I had 0 symptoms. And the only explanation is German new medicine, not blaming food. And then last, you have to not fear the symptoms. Be at peace with yourself. Know that when you're in the healing phase, you're going to have some symptoms, but after that, the symptoms are going to be gone, and you can heal, and you don't have to go through this anymore. Be at peace. Live at peace. Find ways of dealing with your anger. I recommend Christian faith. Find ways. Resolve your conflicts. Look down the road. Realize the triggers. Realize what you get emotional about. Quit blaming foods. Quit being afraid of the symptoms. The symptoms are a good sign, and they're only there as long as they need to be. So this is how Mr. Beast can heal of Crohn's. And this, if you have Crohn's, this is exactly how you can heal of Crohn's. Now this is simplified. This is me trying to get this video not to be too long. But what you can do, I recommend watch all the videos in this series. Watch every single one of them. Go to learninggnm.com. I'll put a link down below. Go on there. Look for your gut issue. That's the best thing to tell you. Look for your gut issue. Read up all about it and start applying the information. And also, there is a lady on YouTube named Melissa Sal. Got a great channel all about GNM. I'm going to put that link down below. And then specifically, if you have a gut issue, I know somebody on YouTube, and this is actually the same guy that helped me learn about German new medicine so I could get relief and heal my IBS, my chronic IBS. This guy, I think he had Crohn's for years and years, and he healed through German new medicine, and I'm in a group with him, and I'm in a group with a community of people, many people who have healed of their gut issue, no matter how bad it was or how long they had it, using German new medicine. And so this guy, his channel is the Heal Your Gut Guy, the Heal Your Gut Guy. I'll put a link down below of him too. So if you have any more questions, or if you want to dig deeper into gut health and healing your gut, you can check him out. Or general information, check out Melissa Sal. But that's all that I have. I hope Mr. Beast watches this, or at least learns about German new medicine so he can be relieved of his Crohn's. If you have any comments or questions, let me know. Otherwise, I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.